Hey Scorpio, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Thank you guys so much for all your support and remaining patient with me, as God had told me to have a little retreat in a sense of like, silence. Don't come around talking, like reboot, rejuvenate, reinnovate. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I've been silent. I've only done a few things here and there. And it's a good thing. It's treated me well. It's done its job. And I'm still not fully coming back all the way. But I know that I can do so much right now, and I will give it to you. And that's only because y'all have been amazing. You've been supportive and understanding and patient, and I have no problems with any of my collective. I love y'all. So let's get to it. Do it. Scorpio. Where you wanna go? Scorpio. We have the energy of let's get lost. I would love to get lost with you. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Let's get lost? Let's get lost together. That's where you wanna go? Let's get lost. Are we going to like the Neverland or something? Anyway, we're gonna be lost boys, lost girls, whatever, lost collective souls. I know, right? I love collective soul too. Anyway, take me down. Take me all the way down tonight. Soon I'll be leaving. Break me down. Break me all the way down tonight before the night is over. And let's get lost. All right, y'all are telling me that you want me to break you down all the way down to your core. And then we're going to break your core apart too. And we're going to figure out what's going on. I'm just kidding. But this is a good song. So let's get lost. Some G-Easy energy. We're going to make it easy because it's a part of our energy. Inner, like energy, like it's our energy, like our inner gangsta, right? Anyway, and then on the bottom is communication from the divine forces that you need to use every resource available to add value to your future. Look at them woods. You got woods and clouds. I don't know if y'all are in the woods or in the clouds. Y'all got me lost. I'm just kidding. I hope whatever it is that you're doing is remarkable and it treats you well. Y'all have the energy of a new love. And the new love doesn't have to be with a relationship. It doesn't have to be with a person. It doesn't have to be with a thing. It could be just a sense of renewed hope. Reestablished love. It could be some kind of bonding with self, being intimate with self, because we can do that too. We can please ourselves. What you mean? So being intimate with yourself could be a thing. You could be bonding and really sharing some kind of new love with someone. The relationship could feel refreshed, could feel just nice. I'm just smiling because I feel so peaceful. It's like, it's so sweet. I'm just visioning it in my mind. It's like I could see how it's all blurred out. I could just put the whole background into that picture, like some hills, some grass, some beautiful views, a beautiful sky, the whole 10 yards. Y'all like the movie The Longest Yard? You like Adam Sandler? He's a Virgo. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. The Longest Yard. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna use these tarot today. These ones. These pretty little sparkly blue, red, moony tarot. So let's see what we have for you, Scorpio. So if I have to pause the video, just know it's because this bad boy will be turning into an ad or something, and so I have to pause it. And charging my phone, only have like one long extendo cord, and I have to charge this bad boy, so I have to choose between the two. Yeah, either way, let's not mess that one up. Let's keep going, just so you guys are aware. If I have to pause, y'all are releasing yourself from some kind of control. It could be an old personality, or it could even just be a person in general, but there's something that you just didn't like about someone, whether it be you or someone else. Okay, just know that someone is you or you, someone else. Okay, you just didn't like how stressed out it would cause you to be, how rushed it made you feel. Like it really made you feel rushed. It made you feel less free, Let's just be serious, right? Now the Eight of Swords in the reverse is like, yeah, there is a sense of new, renewed hope, because in the Eight of Swords in the upright is like hopeless. So when you return that into the reversal energy, it is a sense of restored hope and faith, as well as releasing yourself from some place or situation or person that made you feel as if your hands were tied and you were restricted. Sometimes the Eight of Swords in the upright can be a victim's mentality, but I'm going to tell you, not everybody wants to let everybody know that they have a victim's mentality. Some people really take it personal, in a sense they don't want other people to be burdened by their true problems that they were victims in. And those are usually the people that are 100% your real friend, because they don't want to bombard you or screw up any part of your journey with their problems. They just rather be there for you with their own, like with your problems instead. You know what I mean? So there's this energy, I feel like you definitely have Gemini, Aries, Pisces. Okay. There's a better communication now because of what you had to learn and go through, whether it be a part of you that's you're cutting out or that you did release ties with, or whether it be someone else. And look, you got to think about it. Parts of yourself are parts of other people because projections, conditions, programs, opinions, and such. When we look up to people, it's like oh, they like that, well, I'm gonna like it too. So you pick up on things that really you didn't like. You didn't know that. You didn't take your time to actually understand why you all of a sudden liked it. You didn't take your time to understand why you didn't like it. You just said that because the other person said it. So you never actually got to know whether you really liked it or not. You never really followed your own path. You allowed yourself to follow someone else's. So there's so many things that we learn in our own life that we start to get the picture of. We're like, oh, you know what, that wasn't even my thought, that's not even my opinion, that's not even my feeling, that's my dad's feeling, that's my mom's opinion, that's my grandma's, program right there, that's her condition, right? That's what she tried to, you know what I mean? So you're allowing something to be released completely, is this energy. It's what I got for you, because it did make you feel a lack of passion. It did make you feel a lack of intimacy too. So that could be a part of what this whole energy is. And that could be why you were like, I just want to get lost at this point. Or you want to be a part of all this craziness, and it's like you start to really, when the more aware you become, the more healed you become, the more healed versions you come across in your life, the more you see where people really, really are not aware or healed. You see it. You see it clear as day, and you see straight through them. You're like, oh, and there's nothing you can do, all you can do is just keep going, keep healing yourself. And it's hard to be out here in a world of people who are just so unaware. You just want to go up there and be like, how do you not see this? Hey, hello, like, seriously, wake up, hello, like, what are you doing? Can't you see what you're doing is like something that your grandma would have been doing, or your sister would have been doing? Like, this isn't you, this isn't you. Come on, like, wake up. This is something your boss would do. This is, you know what I mean? You're only doing this for money now because you've been programmed to think that's all that matters. You're like, I just want to put it into him. I want to make him understand. And I get it. And that's part of you understanding who you are, because you want to do that so badly. There's parts of you that is realize that's who you are. You want to participate in the purpose of helping others awake to what's real. Be awake. I'm not even trying to say awoke, because everybody's trying to mix that into a dark light energy, and I'm not in the dark light energy. I'm in all the energy, but I am more towards light than I am any kind of dark. You know what I mean? There's a mixture between light and dark for sure. There is a light, there's a light dark, there's a dark light, you know what I'm saying? And there's a dark, and it is just what it is. You get to choose where you want to be, but you also got to be aware of what other people choose to be and where they want to be, and their moral and their standard in life. You could be around people who are like, they're hardworking and they do all the stuff and they pay all the bills and they have nice cars and they have a nice house and whatnot, but they don't treat their kids very nice. They are very mean to them. They're never around for them. They just toss money at them and don't really care what they're doing. Morals, guys, morals. Where are yours? You know what I mean? And that's what you probably see in a lot of people. You're like, dude, they don't even put enough time in their family, their friends, the people that matter, the actual connections that they're supposed to be sharing with people and whatnot. They're not putting enough in that. They're only worrying about and then like I was talking about in Taurus's reading, is that people are out here trying to fight right now for survival. Okay, and the only way to be able to survive is have money, right? So everybody's out here competing to have money to pay their bills, to feed their families. Well, they're engulfing themselves in stress, which is the number one killer of all the things in the world is stress. Yeah, you could be like, it's right next to cancer. Okay? That's one of the things that the government, all them people want you to do is to stress out. More of your stress activates those chemicals that they put in your food. The more stressed you are, the more those chemicals are going to react in you. That's going to cause you to age faster. It's going to cause you to have more gray hairs. It's going to cause you to have more body pain and more body aches. It's going to cause you to have more teeth problems. You're going to have to visit the dentist more often. You're going to have to visit the doctor's office more often because you all of a sudden have more stomach problems. Or, you know what? And you're going to have all these prescriptions and pills and stuff that, you aren't even able to really afford, but they don't care because they want your money. And they know how to do that to make you more stressed about the money that you need to pay to live. So therefore, people are out here surviving, trying to survive, fighting to survive. And a lot of the things that come with money hunger is killing. A lot. Brutal violence. I'm not a money hungry person. I'm actually happy with what I have. And if God ever wanted to change it up, I would accept that. I would adapt. I'd be like, okay with it, because it's up to God. It's not up to the people that live here. They don't even they don't even know their own power. They want to cover up their own power and then want to act like something else that they're really not. Hey, am I really going to take orders from that? No. I'm going to take orders from the highest power there is, and that's God. That's it. And those who work for him. Because I work for him. So therefore, you know what I'm saying here? There's something big happening for you guys, and I just keep talking, and that's the reason why God wanted me to rejuvenate, because he knows how much of a talker I am. And there was times where I wasn't really talking, like for the videos for the last couple months in a sense, and I was really like telling God, I was like, yo, what's going on? Like, I'm not as inspired to like communicate and talk and go on and on like we're right now, right? And I've been doing this the last couple videos that I've been doing this specific scheduled energy. I don't like to call it a WEEK. So the last 3 days. Anyway, so therefore he was telling me just to relax, rejuvenate. There's so many downloads that I had received, and there were so many things that came to my mind that I put 2 and 2 together and made 4 pretty much. And I wanted to share a lot of the knowledge that I had received, and I just want you guys to also take it in as however you're supposed to take it in, because I can't enforce it into you unless it's a way that it's meant to. It's meant to hit you in the way it is. So if it for some of you, the idea could spark in a loving way. For others of you, it could spark in a more motivational way, right? Like, everybody is going to hit it. It's going to hit the nail on the head in a different way. Nobody's going to get the same message received. You know what I'm saying? You're going to receive totally different message, all of you. So God knows, like, the more I can communicate, the more I can express, the more I can explain things in a sense, because he knows I'm really good at doing those things. And there was moments I was just like really with like, it's not even that I was biting my tongue, it's that there was a bunch of blah, 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 blah. Like the words would jam into each other, like traffic jam of words, like blah, 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 and I wouldn't know where to go with it. It was like my head was going so much faster than what my mouth could speak. But now that I've calmed myself down, I've not rushed myself, and I've allowed myself to just take it easy. Living in the present moment is nice. It's peaceful. It's very peaceful. It's not like I'm freaking out about the future that we don't even know if we're going to have. And I'm not worried about the past because there's nothing I can do to change it. All I can do is look at the past as like a learning manual. Like, oh, I actually did have to learn that. Or there's even times where you're like, think of the past and you're starting to forgive something within yourself or forgive somebody else, and you start to understand, like, there's parts of you and old versions of you that need that type of same forgiveness. whether it been like, forgive me for acting like that in front of these people if I ever affected them, or forgive me for ever affecting myself in that way when I know I shouldn't have done that, or whatever at this point, and that's what helps you to heal. That's what helps you to grow. That's what helps you to mature and continuously keep doing it. It's a never ending cycle. So none of us really get to like be like, oh, I'm at the top. I'm like the most successful. No, because it doesn't work like that. Like, we are constantly shifting, changing, and understanding and piecing things together all the time. Nothing is fully ever like 1,000% activated. You know what I mean? Like, you could be up to like 998% and you still probably would just maximize more into that. You increased it to 2,000 all of a sudden because you made it to that point, and now there's just that much more to learn, because that's what happens. When we learn about something, we discover something, we have more into that thing to discover. The thing that we discovered, as well as the area it was in that it was discovered, all of it goes together, right? The tower's on the bottom, so there was a tower moment, but we all know that's a massive upheaval that's needing to take place, right? There's nothing you're doing to halt it or stop it. The Chariot, you're ready to take action. Ooh, ambitious, strong desire, passion, motivation. Cancer's energy. 4 Cups is in the reversal on the bottom, checking in for alignment. Cancer's energy again, so beautiful. So about the moon. That's that moon, that full moon energy we just had yesterday. So many good things happening because of it. It hasn't necessarily, like, it started to affect us already. I mean, it depends upon where you are on this divine timeline, I'm telling you, because all of us are going to feel it differently at different rates at different times and such. And I mean, as much as I know I have to take my ability to read the clock for like my kids going to school and all the things I have scheduled specifically here in physical time, but that doesn't mean like I know my eternal time. I have eternal time. I have time and time and time and time and time and time, like nothing, you know what I mean? So there's really no worry. There's no worry in my mind about time. I'm constantly like, you know what? I'm just living in the moment, happy, doing my thing. The time that we look at is just a base for a schedule here. That's it. That's all. And the rest of it, I take advantage of the time that I have. And I feel like this is exactly what this energy is, because with the 4 Cups in reversal, it's like you are allowing yourself to become more aware. And you're very much so smarter. King of Swords is also right there. And he is very knowledgeable, obviously, one of the biggest and highest knowledgeable beings of the tarot. He is very eccentric and different. There's authority in that too, and that's like not even just regular physical authority, it's like spiritual authority. And that's because where you are and the knowledge you have spiritually could put you in a sense of an authority figure spiritually. Like, you have that much ability to be there for other people, stand up for other people, stand up for yourself, be there for yourself, being reliable for not just yourself but for others. In that sense, you prove to God that you can be reliable for yourself, that you were able to be reliable for others, whether it be this life or other lives. But I definitely feel like a lot of you, it's other lives that God had already seen this. So there's definitely, like, I'm getting Moses energy, and it's like Moses had to take care of himself in a sense to get himself up to the mountain, and then realize like he's the one talking to God, right? And I don't know, but that's what came to my mind. So whether it be a real true story or not, and I really do believe that a lot of these things actually happened, they just manipulated the way that they were told. Okay, that's my belief. There's a lot of things that they say that are true, but they manipulated the way that they told us. They didn't want us to know the exact detail for detail truth. Anyway, but Moses had talked to God, right? And there's this special feeling after he had been able to be reliable for himself, which when you look at it like this and you see yourself and you know that you are connected to God, so God is self, God is you. Moses was there for himself. God, he was so reliable that God was actually able to communicate to him the things that he needed to do to be reliable for other people. And I mean, it's like maybe one of you guys was Moses back then, and you're just still doing the same thing, trying to help people be awoke, trying to save humanity, literally trying to save humanity. In that sense, it's not really like you're saving the human beings, because Earth won't last forever, but you are trying to save the souls inside these bodies that will perish with the earth if they don't ever learn their lesson. Serious talks, right? Serious talks. Personal transition, Six of Swords is in the reverse. Oh, because you guys were definitely being afflicted. Y'all tell me. Is it inflicted or afflicted? Okay, negatively, you were definitely being impacted. I know that one's one of the best words I can use, but you were being impacted negatively. Somebody was using you, abusing your generosity. You were so kind that it was just kindness to generous to a fault, basically. You know, this energy of the Six of Pentacles is disrespect in the reverse to me, always. Three of Pentacles as well in the reverse, but they're like my two disrespect cards. In this sense, both of these being six, the energy of sixth house, energy of Virgo. It's like it may have exposed. I know that I just heard this the other day that they say that it's open enemies for the sixth house and that it's hidden enemies for the 12th, which is true for the 12th house, it's hidden enemies, but for the 7th house, really, it's open. But maybe that because I heard that and because I'm seeing this and it's happening a lot, that maybe there is a tie between the 6th and the 7th houses of open enemies, and they could both have a similar thing, similar relation to that. And I feel like this is just telling you that you've been realizing who has been open with you and generous with you and who's not been taking advantage of you and your energy and your effort and your time, and, you know, actually supplying you back and equally giving to you as much as you're giving to them. Taurus and Aquarius energy with these two, something about fixed signs. You know, you're a Scorpio, you're a fixed sign. The other fixed sign would be Leo, but it's not out here right now. Then you have the karma card. So karma is acting, and that's the judgment card in this deck specifically. So yes, there's definitely a lot of acts of judgment happening. Like, you're reckoning with yourself. You've been doing that. You're ready to take action on the things you've learned. You're ready to make a big decision, a very big judgment call specifically. A lot of these people are going to get their karma. Okay. The Five of Pentacles is in the reverse, another Taurus energy, but this is where the positive improvements take place. This is where you see things like your hard work pay off. This is also where you start to notice, like, there could be some financial upbringings happening here. This could be something to do with you paying off some financial debts. Like if you have a credit card, right? And you're like, oh, you know, like say your max limit's like 2,000 or something. And you're up there at like maybe 1,200, right? You're like, oh, I really just want like some kind of money to get this bad boy down. You know what I mean? You're like, it's nice that I have it, but I just don't want to have it that high. Like, what if I really needed it? Like, what if there was an emergency that costs over 1,500 or something? You know what I mean? You never know, right? You never know, and especially in this day and age, we never know anymore. So you're just really wishing for something to happen where you could put a good, you know, amount towards it, like $500, right? And you bring it down to like 800 or something, or 700 or whatever it may be. And that makes you feel so much more relief, right? So this energy, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, is a card of financial relief for sure. So just know that there could be something that's very significant that can happen for you that will benefit you financially. Another thing though is like finally feeling like you found your place, because when you think about the Five of Pentacles and it's in the upright, right? That's when somebody feels like they were left out in the cold. They felt lost. There was a hardship that they were undergoing. So this is basically overcoming some kind of hardship and finding your place, not feeling left out. More Taurus energy too. Maybe something to do with, because you're Scorpio's energy and the full moon in Taurus. I do believe it's it could be November 13th or something. But yeah, just know that there could be some significance to the full moon in Taurus that we have, which will be still like 2 months from now away, because we just had the full moon in Pisces. Now, if you think about it, it's not really a full 2 months. As a moon cycle is only 29.5 days. Like the lunar phase is only 29.5 days long. So if you think about it, you'd have to be like 29.5 plus 29.5, which would still end up to a whole, right? It would be 8. Hold up. So it'd be like 59 days from now, specifically. So not even a full 2 months, right? 60 days would be like a full 2 months. But anyway. Okay, let's get a little bit more energy. Osho Zen, let's see. We have something about not enough playfulness happening. There's something about somebody comparing something to someone else's whatever, and that's actually taken away from their abundance. So the playfulness came in the reverse, and it was telling me exactly what it's doing. Okay. It's almost like if I were to say like makeup, right? A lot of people like to do makeup and whatnot. There's so many people that compliment my makeup, and I love it. I'm like, yes, I love that. But I give them tips because they're like, I wish I could do mine like that. And I'm like, you know what? You can. I tell them that, like, you can. I mean, mine's taking practice and stuff, and I've been doing my makeup for a long time. Like, I love eyeshadows. I've been doing it since I was like in middle school. And I mean, it's not like I do it every single day, no, but I do enjoy doing it. So I've been doing it more frequently within the last couple years than I did probably most of my life, but I did do it a lot because I'm 31 years old. And if you think about 31 years, I was middle school, I was about 11, 12 years old. So if I started then, that was only like 20 years, right? So if you think about me only doing it maybe 5 times a month most of my life, that's not that much. But lately, within the last couple of years, since about 2022, I've been doing my eyeshadow repeatedly, like a lot more than I would have done back in the day. That's what I mean. Okay, so comparison, too much comparison takes away from somebody's ability to feel abundant, loved, appreciated, recognized for who they are, instead of having to try to be like, I need to recognize them instead, and I'm only recognizing them instead, and because I'm not them, I'm upset. Because I don't have what they have. I don't have the looks that they have. I don't have the body that they have. I don't have the car that they have. I don't have the kids that they have. I don't have the husband that they have. I don't have the wife that they have. I don't have the job that they have. I don't have the money inflow that they have. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't, whatever it may be. It may not even be you. It could be somebody else here. And it could be a part of this Queen of Wands in the reverse where they were feeling very like a lack of confidence, which is something I didn't even nail, but now I'm seeing it. Lack of confidence with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Feeling a lack of self-esteem, you know? So there's that feeling of like, and then it's like, but you're taking away from the things that you have and what you asked for and how you asked God for it specifically. And if you see somebody has something that you would like, you know, maybe you could be like, I'm actually really happy for you. That's really amazing. Like, you got that. Woohoo. Good for you. Don't take it away from them, but go talk to God on your own. Like, God, I'm really actually happy for them. That actually seems like a really cool thing. You know, I didn't think of it would be like that awesome, but maybe one day we can get that too, or get something similar to that, or whatever, right? We're not taking away from that person. That person deserves what they got, right? Yeah. Anyway, so there's just something about being more playful with yourself, like just doing it because you want to do it, just doing it because it makes you feel good. Not trying to people please everybody or make it. You're never gonna be happy doing that. Nobody's happy. I swear, lots of people aren't even happy. Like, the truth be told, lots of people don't even know the first like signal to even try to be happy. And happiness is just an emotion. You're not supposed to feel it 24/7. So people that rely on just a simple emotion to be that all the time, there's something wrong there. You need to be able to feel sadness. You need to be able to feel anger. You need to be able to feel all the things, because if you don't, what are you going to learn? We're not down here on this earth to just have a happy little free-for-all. It's all kittens and rainbows and sunshine and such. No, it really isn't. And we should be able to bring that to the world. Sure, that's something we should be able to bring to the world. Yeah, we should, as our own energy, as us being us, bringing that rainbow, that sunshine, and that happiness by being our own rainbow, sunshine, and happiness. See what I'm saying? Anyway, a few messages. I know this is so long. I really am sorry. I know I made a mistake. I understand if you never want to speak to me again. Frequencies are being sent your way to attune you with and for your situation. And reflection has been deeper than ever for someone. Tender spots have been affected. Time to stay strong and connected. Stay close at this time, because the frequencies are being sent your way to attune you with and for the situation that's happening right now, where you've had this deep reflection. You're really freeing yourself from little things from the past, little and big. So yeah, this is big. I hope this helped in any way it could. You guys are amazing. Much love, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.